Hi everybody, I'm Deb from stampwithdeb.com, and I am here today to show you a really cute card that I made with the one of the new stamp sets that's coming out in the January through June catalog, and it's called Garden Wishes. This is the card, this is the stamp set, and it does come as a bundle with all the dies to cut a lot of these flowers and more. So today I'm going to show you how I made this cute card. So give me just a minute here to see where I am on Facebook to make sure everything is working. It is. Okay. So, oops, let me make sure my volume is off on that. Okay. All right. So let me get my microphone plugged in also, and that will help you to be able to hear me, hopefully. So let's turn this down and look at my desktop, and we'll get going with this. Now this catalog doesn't release until January 4th. January 4th, January 5th. Let me grab my catalog. It releases. This is the catalog. The new catalog coming out, and it releases on January 5th. Sorry, January 5th. So this is coming out on January 5th is when we can start. You can start ordering from it if you're a customer. If you're a part of my team, you've already had opportunity to order from this for a whole month. And then also we're in our celebration period, and celebration. This is our celebration catalog. If you don't have a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator and you would like to get a catalog, please get in touch with me. Or if I'm your demonstrator and you don't have a catalog yet, please let me know. And I will get that to you. This is celebration, and what it is for celebration, for every $50 that you order from any of our catalogs, you get to pick something beautiful out of this. And I can't show you the inside, not until January 5th. So anyway, the set that I'm using today came from our January through June catalog, this one, and not the celebration one. So yeah, so let me turn you down and we'll get started, and I'll show you how I made this really cute card. So let's get you situated here. And am I upside down? I hope not. Okay. Let's see. Give me just a minute to make sure that I have it turned far enough. Let's go a little further. Okay, that works. There's a lag between my cell phone and my my tablet. And so you don't need to see me, you just need to see my desktop, huh? Okay, let's go a little bit more. Okay, there, that should be perfect. Okay, so there's a lag, so I have to wait for the lag to catch up so that I can make sure that we're seeing what we want to see. So, okay, and let's see if we can get that mic. I know I'm having problems with the volume. I don't know what else to do. I've tried everything I can think of. And so I'm just trying all kinds of different things. So keep in mind that I am working on that. And I know this is shaking. I'm trying to anchor my mic in it so that it's somewhere where it'll be facing the right direction. How about that? How about a glue dot? Let's see how that works. That's what they're good for, right? Maybe that'll help. Just keep it in place while I'm talking. And that was a squeaky toy. Okay. My dog is playing with his toys, evidently. All right, so I have already mounted this, and I started out with, and I have all these measurements on my blog, and I will put them, something new I learned. No, I can't do that. Okay, I have them all on my blog. So I started with an 8.5 a 4¼ by 11" piece of Mossy Meadow. And sorry about that. I think somebody's playing with his toy over there. That's okay. He's having fun. And then I die cut this from the labels, nested labels die, and one in Whisper White from the nested labels die. And then I have a piece of Whisper White to go inside. Let's go ahead and put that on the inside. Yeah. Now, if you wanted to stamp something on it, I recommend stamping before you put this in, so that if you blow it, you can just turn it over. Paper has 2 sides, and generally that works. So, and then I'm going to turn this over, and on the outside, I have cut a layer of the Dragonfly Garden, I think it's called DSP, and a layer of Whisper White. And my Whisper White is just 1/8 of an inch larger, so it would be 4 1/8. Sorry about that, I got that on crooked. And I need to get it off. So, the trick, huff on your paper. And it even works with our new Stampin' Seal Plus a little bit. Okay, and so then I'm just going to attach, each of these are both cut at the same size. So I'm going to attach them here. And like I said, all the measurements are on my blog, so click on over to my blog and get those measurements. And then I'm going to attach my other piece, and I want to make sure my dragonflies are going right side up when I attach these. So if you're doing this exactly as I did, you will want to make sure that that's happening. And the thing is, when you close this, it then becomes, that one's right side up, so this one I have to make sure is right side up as well. So if I put them on this way, I would have, they would both be right side up, so it'd be okay. I wasn't sure. You know how sometimes when you close things, they are then upside down? So, yeah, that works on this one. So put them both on right side up. Okay. And then my dragonflies are flying up instead of down. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to go with my piece of Whisper White in the label, and I'm going to ink my stamp using the ink to stamp technique, pad to stamp technique, rather than the other way, because this is a very detailed image, and so I want to make sure that it stamps well. And I'm just going to center it on here and press down good. Okay. All right, and then to color, I want this to dry. So let's go ahead and attach this while we're waiting for this to dry. If you don't let it dry and it's still moist, when you go to color it, it lifts the ink into the areas. And I'm going to be coloring with a yellow, with Daffodil Delight around the outside edges here. And I don't want it to look like muck. I really would like for it to look nice. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this. And I am going to attach it straight on. I'm thinking I did. No, I didn't. I used dimensionals for this one. So I could go ahead and put my dimensionals on. So I'm going to put a row of dimensionals. Grab 3 of them here, and I'm just going to put a row across, right across there, kind of getting an idea for where. So I'm just going to come across here. Whoa. Oh, come on, it's stuck to me and not the paper. Okay, doesn't have to be right on the edge, but we want to make sure that it is close to the edges. Yeah, I'm all stuck to these dimensionals. Okay, so that row I'm going to put here because I want to be sure that it is in the right place. And I can go back and attach. The others I'm going to attach to the back of here, because this is where I want them to be, is across the top here, and maybe one in the middle. This thing's not going anywhere. The one in the middle, just don't get it too low, because you don't want it to show or run into these. Okay. So I'm just going to attach this, centering it top to bottom and side to side. See, I have a little, and I only want to put that on the top, nothing on the bottom, so it'll open up. Okay. Now let's come back over here, and I just took my Daffodil Light, and I'm just going to color this, this in. This Stampin' Blend looks like it's just about seen its day. The tip of it is, and see, it kind of went mucky on me even though I let it sit for a while. So, yeah. Okay, gonna come back with my Mango. And this is Mango Dark. Yeah, I'm not liking the way that came out. I wanted it real light. And it kind of came out gray. I'm going to use my brush end here and just hit that a little bit in there. Okay, then I'm going to use my Old Olive and just, oops, I went the other end. I think my Stampin' Blends have really worn out this year. It's time for some new ones. The brush tips are pretty much shot on most of mine. And so I think it's time for a new set of Stampin' Blends all the way around. Where am I going with this thing? It's hard to tell with some of this because there's so much, so many leaves here. It's just a love. A lot of leaf. Okay. Bring down that stem. If you're somebody who really likes to color, this is a great one. There's lots to color on this. Some of it is just figuring out what I colored. I'm not going to worry because we're going to put a happy birthday over part of it, and it's going to cover up some of that. So if I color a wrong area, it's going to be okay. But there is a lot down here. So I'm just going to quickly color this in. Okay. And you can come back with the Mossy Meadow Dark and just give it a little bit of highlight here, just maybe a little shadowing where they overlap. I'm just going to touch it up a little bit here and just, you know, you could even give it some shading in the leaves, whatever you want to do. So make it look good for you. Okay, and then I'm going to attach this to this. And keep in mind that this doesn't come all the way down and leave that little tiny edge like is on the sides. They're longer. The top and the bottom are longer than the sides, the distance between. So I'm going to attach that. I have a bow here that I've tied. Oh, I forgot to put my ribbon around. Okay, we're just going to leave it without the ribbon around, and I'm just going to trim this off a little bit. a little bit long. And in my original one, I put a ribbon. This is pulling up so much. Okay, let's go back and put a little green glue in here. That's what I love about the green glue. I can go back and put it in where I need it, if needed. And that will hold that down beautifully. And that's from me huffing on it and pulling it apart and not putting glue on it again. Okay, so I'm going to finish off with a couple of, these are my favorite tweezers for bling. And so if you took my last class, you received a pair in your class packet. So that's why I sent them to you, because they are one of my favorites. Because they're so little, and they're great for picking up the mini dimensionals. They work really well for that. Okay, so I'm going to attach my bow here that I tied with the green braided linen, green braided something. Good thing all this is in the listings. And then I'm going to attach, let's see what else. How about some words? So I stamped some happy birthday words, and these came from, I'm not sure where they came from. I'll have to put them in the description. But they came from one of our other stamp sets, of course. Probably one that's current. So I will put that in the description. And those are too big. So this is where my wonderful tweezers come in to pick these up, because they are so tiny that by doing it this way, I can just put them right on there. I don't have to fumble with them. All right. And then I'm just going to put my happy birthday right across there. And that's it. So it's just a really cute, sweet card to send to a friend on a birthday. So thank you for joining me today. If there are any supplies you need, you can find this post on my blog at Stamp with Deb, and there you'll be able to order the supplies to make this card or any other card. Now keep in mind, this isn't until January 5th that this paper and the stamp set comes out. So thank you for joining me today. Bye-bye.